I promise you this sweet potato pie is going to steal the show at your next family dinner or holiday gathering. Let me show you how to make it. So we're starting off with baked sweet potatoes. Now I've already washed and dried mine really well. I'm just going to prick it with a fork and then we're going to bake them in the oven. Now I swear by baked sweet potatoes for sweet potato pie, but you can certainly boil yours if you want. And then we're just going to bake it at 400 degrees for 60 minutes. Once they're done, go ahead and take them off, set them to the side, let them cool. Moving on to our pie, I'm using a deep dish store-bought pie crust. I'm just going to go ahead and prick it with a fork all the way around because I'm going to blind bake it. Meaning I'm going to pre-bake the pie crust because I don't do soggy crust, y'all. So I'm adding some parchment paper in the center and then I'm going to add some pie weights. You can use real pie weights or you can just use whatever you have in your pantry. I have some dry chickpeas and those are going to be my pie weights. It's going to weigh that parchment paper down. I'm going to bake it in the oven for about 15 minutes. Moving on to the filling. So go ahead and peel the skin off of your sweet potatoes. And I actually baked these the day before. That's a pro tip for y'all. If you're making this for holidays, go ahead and bake it the night before, put it in the refrigerator, and then it's ready for you the next day. So then you're just going to go ahead and mash up the sweet potato and then I'm going to blend it with a hand mixer so it gets nice and smooth. Now, after 15 minutes, I remove the pie weights and then I'm just going to put it back in the oven for a few minutes so the bottom crust can cook. All right, now moving on to the secret ingredient, brown butter. Y'all, this is what's going to take your sweet potato pie to the next level. So we're going to start browning our butter in a saucepan over medium heat. It's going to start to foam up like this after a few minutes, and then it's going to start to turn a caramel or a golden brown color, just like this. It's going to smell so good. So after that, you're going to add the rest of your ingredients. I have some maple syrup, pure maple syrup, some brown sugar. Mix both of those in until it's nice and smooth. Turn your heat off. Then add the rest of the ingredients, which is just some cinnamon, nutmeg, and some vanilla. Stir that in really well. Again, my heat is off at this point. And you guys, that brown butter, that's the secret. I promise you, that is the secret. So mix everything together really well and then add just a pinch of salt to bring or to enhance the flavor, bring those flavors out. And then we're going to pour it into our mashed sweet potatoes. Oh my gosh, it already looks so good. Add in some evaporated milk and just going to stir that all together. Now, as always, I always have the full recipe and measurements listed down below in the description box. So make sure you check that out. This is where you want to taste it to see if you want to add any more spices. If not, go ahead and add in your eggs. And this is where it's going to come together. It's going to start to look just like this, just like a pie filling. And that's how you want it to look. Now, add your pie filling to your crust. Again, I blind bake mine because I don't do wet, soggy crust, but you don't have to. That's just my personal preference. Add it to the pie filling, smooth it out, and then I'm going to cover the edges with a just handmade aluminum foil pie ring. And then it's just time to bake in the oven, 350 degrees for 50 to 55 minutes. It's going to come out looking like this. My crust is not too brown because I added that pie ring. And y'all, it's perfect. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to try this recipe out. I know your family's gonna love it. Come back and let me know how you liked it. If you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss when I post a new video. See you in the next one.